particularly Councilman Matthew, who took the stand in 2014 that Lou's health care was not a campaign issue. I thank GOP Chairman Matthew for removing his personal matter from political campaigns. I have a check here made out to Bruce Patterson for $50 to cover his costs to help pay Lou for Lou Jr.'s health care in my 3 years in this council. You can pick it up after the meeting, or since I'm sitting next to you, I'll give it to you when I sit down. Just don't ever talk to me again about being a person with a big heart of Garwood residents. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Anyone else, please?
And he had more than 3 minutes.
Is it okay?
Real quick.
Okay. I don't mean to push the issue, and that was a beautiful speech, but to respond to Councilman Matthew about Mr. Corbett, the firing of Mr. Corbett, what it comes down to is whether or not you agree with the firing of Mr. Corbett. You had a legal right to do so. The council had a legal right to do so. It's you know, apples and oranges here. You do not have the legal right to take this away. It doesn't have to be a personal issue. I mean, it was a beautiful speech, and I agree with Mr. Neustadt, but it does not have to be a personal issue. It comes down to the word of the law, which you are sworn to uphold.
Could I just ask one question? Councilman Neustadt, what was the condition of Fred Corbett and his family, their health, when you voted to terminate him on July 14, 2015?
Should I answer, Mayor?
No. No. How about public comment?
Did you even ask? Did you even ask?
First off, I hate this whole idea about the issue was
Moving on.
Hold on a second.
the issue was shared services.
Yeah, let's move on. Hi there, Rich McCormick, 101. I want to talk to Lou. Lou, you got a tough job dealing with the snow removal. Let's start with that. So for any councilman or for anybody else to call you up and go, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you do that? You know, it's pretty shitty to take that responsibility. And for what happened with this snowstorm, I think you did a good job. With the town going on, with the water main issue that you had brought up, being in that construction business, usually what happens is you dig a trench, you put the water mains in, the contractor takes over a territory which may be in front of your house, they dump gravel, they dump the pipe, they put in all the main lines. When that's done, they do a rough pave. They come back again, and then they tap into your house. When it's all done, you got a better street then than you had before they started. That's my comment on that. The next comment I have is for, I think, Mr. Matthews. You talked about 100, and I hope I got more than 3 minutes. Again,
Everybody else seems to.
again, I wrote all this down. I didn't come with iPhones. I didn't come with memos 3 weeks in advance to write all this down. I did all this tonight. And I want the rest of the people to know I did this tonight. $160,000, 14%. Can you tell me what that was again?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
If I may, Mayor. $160,000 is 14% of the approximate $1.1 million we spend on employee health coverage, and that $160,000 comes out of the paychecks of our employees.
So how many employees do we have?
Roughly.
And when you do the math real fast, because you had the time, where does that consist of per employee what's coming out of their pocket to put into their health care?
That I have not calculated, but it is
$32?
it's 14% of the total healthcare premiums.
Because this health care issue is a big deal, miss. I'm going to jump right to the thing. I'm sorry that you have a child that is in need. I'll start that off at the beginning. I'm sure somewhere down the line, everybody in their family has somebody that's in need. But to the crowd, to most of you people sitting up here, how many of you pay for your health care individually out of your pocket, or is it paid through your employer or some other source? How many people? Can you raise your hand? And with that said, do you know how many hours it takes for you to put in that I or somebody else has to pay for your health benefit? Do you know what that takes? What are you making for the company to do that? That's my issue with this whole conversation. This thing is getting out of control. It's becoming political. At 18 years old, I'm going to give you my story, sir. I got married. And from 18-year-olds now, I had to pay for my whole health benefit. Through kids, through challenges, everything in life. I did it myself. And hopefully everybody's listening to this. I'm getting frustrated as I do this, but it's a tough thing. But when you don't have to reach in your pocket and pull out $2,700 a month out of your payroll to pay for your health care, for your family, I no longer need maternity, but I still have to pay for it. It's a lot of money. So I hope all you people understand what it takes to pay for somebody's health care. So excuse me for doing this, but Lou, as a small businessman, I cannot pay for our part-time employees full benefits as we do pay for our full-time employees full benefits. At this point, Lou, with all your, not with all your, but with your disability of your child, I'm asking that you somehow make some type of sacrifice. You either have to add something, take it away, and it's not to beat you up. I gotta commend you. I would like to reach up and shake your hand. But I think all of us have to take out this Democrat and Republican bullshit, if you don't mind me saying, and just get to the issue. It's a lot of money. I just hope that all you